You better put that mother doll back in that mother box. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Lindsay, also known as Phantomette, and today I want to talk about the Annabelle doll situation because I've had a lot of people asking me what I think about it, my opinion about it, just general thoughts, I guess. God, this is a lot to digest. Let's start from the beginning. So there is a real life doll that is haunted that is called Annabelle. Yes, like the movie Annabelle, which I have personally never seen, to be honest, but the doll in the movie looks completely different than the real life doll anyway. This is a Raggedy Ann looking doll. Ed and Lorraine Warren, which were some very iconic paranormal investigators, like the OG ghost hunters back in the day. And there was one rule they said so many times, they said, don't touch the doll, don't move the doll, don't take the doll out of the box. There's even a warning sign on the doll's box that says, don't open it, or something like, don't take it out. I don't know. Either way, it was made very clear to everyone that their wishes were to leave Annabelle the doll alone.
Don't ever touch anything, and if you do, let me know.
So, what does everyone decide to do? They're like, hey, let's send her on tour. This doll needs a world tour. They quite literally made a tour across the country to a couple different states for Annabelle to go meet people. It seems like a really good idea. I myself am a paranormal enthusiast, a ghost hunter, whatever you want to call it. And my thoughts on Annabelle the doll in general, do I think it's really haunted? I don't know. Now I think my thoughts have changed a bit, but I'm the type of person that needs to experience something for themselves to like really truly believe it. That doesn't mean I don't have an open mind. I have a very open mind about different lore and cryptids and ghosts and paranormal stuff and aliens. I find it all very fascinating, but for me to like truly believe something deep down, I do need my own experience. And I've never personally met the doll. Also, side note, somewhere along the lines, someone did tell me a rumor that the doll that's on tour isn't even really Annabelle. It was like a replacement. They swapped it out. I don't know if that's true, but it made me question things more in the beginning of all of the very crazy events that are happening while this doll is on tour. So Annabelle the doll goes to New Orleans. I'm sorry if I didn't say that correctly. New Orleans. New Orleans? New Orleans. That's how I'm going to say it. Sorry. Sorry if it's not right. Anyway, Annabelle the doll is there, and when she gets there, a bunch of prisoners escape. And everyone's very quick to be like, oh, it's Annabelle. Annabelle let out the prisoners. And yeah, it's weird timing. It's definitely weird timing. But did that set off alarm bells for me at first? Not really. Maybe a coincidence. Then a plantation, a very old, over 100-year-old plantation, burns to the ground while she's still in town. Now, things are looking a little weird. Weird things are happening. Could that be another coincidence? Of course, maybe. I don't know. Do we want to risk it? Do we want to keep going on the tour? Apparently so. I just had deja vu. That was weird. Not only did the plantation fire happen, but another fire happened in this home that was once owned by this person that practiced voodoo, like some really high up in the hierarchy of voodoo people. Their house caught on fire. So fast forward, there was a point of time where Annabelle went missing, apparently. I don't know if that was some kind of PR stunt, if she actually went missing, I don't know. But there was definitely a period of time where everybody was freaking out about that. Now, Annabelle gets to Pennsylvania. Now, this is when things get very weird. Very, very weird. During her little convention where people go and meet the doll, all of the 911 lines ended up getting tied up. Now, I want to preface this by saying I already knew this was going to happen before this happened, because I saw a video of this guy on TikTok. Everyone thought he was crazy, and he was trying to warn everyone that this was going to happen, and it's going to start happening more and more on the dark web. There is some kind of community or service offered where they use AI bots, I believe, to spam the 911 lines to tie them up so people can't get through, and they can also report a bunch of false things that are happening. So basically, the dispatchers don't know what to actually respond to. It's just pure chaos. So there is a video that I saw on TikTok that everyone was at this little Annabelle convention, and they get the little beep beep on their phone, like the Amber Alert sound, and it tells them that the 911 lines are down statewide. Now, I got chills on my arms. That's weird. Yes, I knew that was going to happen. This guy predicted it, of course, but what are the odds that it happens there where Annabelle is? That's when things, to me, start looking a little bit more than a coincidence. Like, yes, this could all be coincidences, but like, how many coincidences do you need before you start saying, hey, maybe this doll really is haunted? Like, yes, maybe you don't believe in the paranormal, but how many things need to happen like that for you to start to believe that this could potentially be real? Now, like I said, I am a paranormal enthusiast. I do believe in this stuff. I have seen some of the craziest things that if I told you, most people wouldn't even believe me. So this happening isn't far-fetched to me. I do believe it. Now, this brings us to the most recent occurrence that is just so horrific. And I mean this with every bit of respect. I'm not trying to make assumptions about this situation because it is very sad and tragic. But the handler of the doll passed away, just from what it seems like mysteriously. I don't know. I don't want to make any false claims. A lot of information hasn't come out about it, but from what I read, it seemed like it was a very random, unexpected death of Annabelle's handler. Now, this guy, I don't know him personally. I went and found his page to see if maybe I did know who it was. Turns out I don't, but a lot of people that I know follow this guy. So, he's in the community, and that's upsetting. This is a very small community, this ghost hunter realm of weirdos that we are, whatever you want to call us. But yeah, it's very sad. And I don't want to jump to conclusions, but it's weird. The handler of the doll that's not supposed to be handled isn't alive anymore, and that's very sad. Yeah, I don't even really know what to say about that. I wish all of his friends and family well, and I'm, sending you love during this time. But can we put the doll back now? Can we end the tour? Like, what else has to happen for people to be like, oh, okay, like, look, maybe it's not paranormal, but there's a lot of weird coincidence happening around this doll. Maybe we should put it back at the museum and not touch it anymore. But, so those are my thoughts about the situation. I think it's pretty crazy. Let me know what you think in the comments. I know maybe there's some information that I missed along the way. And if you know something I don't, drop in the comments. But I really hope they end the tour. Put her back. I don't know who made the decision, by the way, of like doing the tour, but I feel like it's disrespectful. Like, the doll isn't supposed to be touched. Ed and Lorraine Warren, who are not with us anymore, their final wishes are like, leave the doll alone. And then they take it on tour. So it's like, boundaries. Anyway, I hope you have a very lovely day. Love you all.
That one.
A group of college students came one day. One of them
said this is nothing but a bunch of bunk. I don't believe in it. He went over to the Raggedy Ann doll, which is in a case, knocking on it. He said, this doll can't do anything. I dare it right now to put slashes on me. I put him out of the building. Less than 3 hours later, that boy was dead. His girlfriend, who had been with him on a motorcycle, said he was laughing about the doll, smashed into a tree, head on, was killed instantly. His girlfriend was in a hospital for over a year.
That's unbelievable.
You don't challenge devils.